Welcome back to the Frigid challenge, everybody. Seed number 9. You'll notice that we are actually attempting the Normal ZOOTR version of this challenge this time instead of the Ship of Harkinian. Last time in Ship of Harkinian, we actually made it to Ganondorf, and although we did not beat the Frigid challenge, we did get all 9 dungeon rewards, so I'm pretty happy with our progress in Ship of Harkinian. So I figured now would be a good time to test to see just how hard the Normal ZOOTR is, as it hasn't unfortunately been playtested too much. And well, we're gonna do that right now. So the only big difference, some of the big differences are, I can do a lot more tricks on Normal ZOOTR, and the ×4 damage multiplier is on versus the ×8 from enemies. That's kind of a balancing thing, because in Normal ZOOTR, the ice traps are far more dangerous than in Ship of Harkinian. And they can still be dangerous in Ship of Harkinian, but you'll see what I mean. It takes a lot of luck to try to get to 4 hearts in Normal ZOOTR, but once you get a run going, at least you'll have that ×4 multiplier instead of ×8. So we'll see how it goes. So this is seed 9. We'll see how high that number climbs today. But while everyone is coming back in, we'll get a prediction going for the first seed. Will we get a dungeon reward or will we die? What will happen first? And we'll give you guys 15 minutes for this first one. Now, if I die before the prediction, before the 15 minutes, then everybody's points gets refunded. So without further ado, let's get the seed rolling. Make sure everything looks good on my mic. Yep. All right. Here we go. So with every ZOOTR seed, we like to randomize our cosmetics. Looks like everything kind of just ended up green today. That's pretty weird. Huh. Well, in any case. So because we're doing Normal ZOOTR, we're actually not going to start with Midos House, because that is a... those are chest checks. And in Normal ZOOTR, they'll actually deal less damage to you. Oh, this is actually not a check in this. Okay. Yeah, because we started with Ocarina. So NPC checks and even freestanding item checks, if they're ice traps, they'll actually deal more damage to you in Normal ZOOTR than checks and treasure chests will do. So I like to save Midos House and even the Kokiri Sword chest check for a little bit later, just because there are so many NPC checks in the early game. Careful for the fence there. We'll also want to get some hints like we normally do. They say the Shadow Temple has the iron boots. We got a specific hint right away, a playthrough hint. Alright, can we get some early game luck? I'll switch my items around. There we go. Crater's Way of the Hero. Then you should have a mysterious item for 40. Yeah, that's not good. So as you can see, that's already a heart and a half worth of damage. So now is where I would go back and see if I could either get a chest check or I could start checking freestanding heart pieces. Oops. As they will always be the real thing. But now I would normally check Ocarina minigame, but yeah, we're not doing that anymore. So the best thing I could find early games besides just heart pieces are bombs. But I should be able to safely check some of Mido's house. But I think I'll first start with that Kokiri sword chest check, just to get it out of the way. So if I go to Mido's house, and I do pick up a heart piece, I actually won't check the rest of it. Just because of how valuable those chest checks are. Because remember, we can't really do anything in dungeons, and that's where the majority of chests are. Oops. We'll just wait for the boulder here. Alright, let's see if we get our hearts back. The boomerang? Okay, we'll take a boomerang. So, if we get a heart piece on skulls for 10, this might actually work out. But if you're just smart about the order that you get your checks in the early game for normal ZOOTR, it can actually be, in theory, again, it hasn't really been playtested, but it should be easier. Alright, so now we're gonna go to Mido's house. Try to get these 0-0 checks done. Ooh, okay, so that was half a heart. So that was a bad mash on my part. I think I gotta warm up my fingers a little bit more. Alright, we need some good luck here. Okay, there's a quarter heart. So you can get perfect mash on these chest checks. It's just really difficult. And there it is. Okay. So that is completely ideal here. We got 3 ice traps out of the way, and we healed up all the damage. So now I'm going to not check this, just in case it's a heart piece. Because then it would be kind of a waste of a heal there. So honestly, I should have died from all that, but we are living. Unfortunately, the boomerang doesn't really give me any immediate progression. Not without Rudo's letter. So we're still kind of stuck on our 0 checks here. So now we're gonna go to Ocarina minigame. Man, so much green today in this randomized color scheme here. Ah, yep. Just like that, bam, it's already gone. The early game is ruthless. Until you get that 4th heart, even 5th heart. It is just constant in Onslaught. Even Mayhem is pretty rough. So now we're gonna get that final chest check in Midos and hope for the best. Unfortunate. But at least Kokiri Forest is done for now, and some of Lost Woods is done, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, not in a good position. Yeah, I mean, my hands are still a little messed up from work, but the mashing honestly affects, like, my arms more than my hands, I found out. So we should be fine. Although, yeah, my mashing usually takes a little bit to get, like, my hands warmed up, even when they're not hurt. So I'm feeling good enough to do some Frigid runs today. Alright, so as far as freestanding goes, I think we should check Ranch. And then we'll kind of just prepare for Dampe digging. So we're trying to get a heart piece that we know is a heart piece. Because we're pretty much out of chest checks as child anyway. We'll see if time of day kind of works out or not. Yeah, debate's still out there. We still don't know if Normal ZOOTR or Ship of Arcanian is harder as far as Frigid Challenge goes. That being said, since we have done the Frosty challenges on Normal ZOOTR, I do have an idea of how this is going to play out. Yep, not getting that. Gonna go ahead and say that's not worth it. Nehru's Love is banned in this challenge. So even if that was actually Nehru's Love, yeah, no point. So hopefully my time of day is still good where I can get to Kakariko and check Dampe. And hopefully he has a heart piece for us. So early game ZOOTR, like I can either like just kind of YOLO and take risks and risk starting over, since I'm not really that far anyway. Or I can play it a little bit strategically like this. It kind of depends on like the early items I get, whether or not like something is worth keeping. But we got this very unique color scheme going on today. So I think we'll keep the seed around for a little bit longer. Yeah, this should actually work out perfectly. Unfortunately, I can't really check Anju safely. And since we're here, we'll also check skulls. Hopefully, with Boomerang, we have a 10 skull heart piece, if we're lucky, but Dampe, at least he should be able to dig up the reward, and hopefully it's a heart piece. We'll heal up to full. And since it's nighttime in Kakariko... Oh, I can't jump that, can I? Since it's nighttime, we're gonna check the skull house right away, see if it's worth getting any of these nighttime skulls. $20 strength upgrade. Oof. 10 ice trap. That's rough. Anything for 30? Ice trap. Alright. Please be nothing. Okay. Wow. Could have been worse, could have been better. 20 skulls is doable, especially with Boomerang. The problem with this is that Strength 1 can get you Dodongo's Cavern access, so we actually want to go for skulls as fast as we can, if we even want to entertain the seed, that is. 20 skulls is strength. But we can at least get the ones on the way for now. Oh, it still does that pause message, huh? And even Navi's colors are green. What is going on here? Let's take a peek at Windmill. See if we can get lucky and that's a piece of heart. We can get that as adult. Vanilla? Ooh. I mean, that doesn't... that's not what I wanted to see. That is in logic right away, too, because we have the trick turned on. Actually, it would be smarter to check this first, because this is a chest check, and I won't die from this. Then we'll check Dampe. Because this could be a hard piece right here. And we can still check Dampe and just not collect the reward, depending on what happens. Fantastic, that's 2. Alright, hopefully Dampe is just nothing, or a heart piece for later. So we're gonna stand far away from him, and then have him dig. Then we're just gonna run. Okay. So, Bombchu bag. We actually do have to go for this. Because we have Bombchus in logic. So, unlike Ship of Arcane, which I found out the hard way, in Normal ZOOTR, unless they changed it, if you roll and then mash while you're rolling, you will take less damage from the Ice Trap. But we know this. We just have to execute this. So we just line it up, don't bonk into the fence, and... yeah, Ice Trap. So... yeah, that wasn't much better. Well, back to square one. But at least we didn't check the adult checks yet, so... oh, actually, let's go back. There's a couple more things I can check here. We can grab that Skulltula here, too. That'll be an easy one. Oh, I had it and I botched it. Dins. Okay. Let's write that one down. Din's Fire and Graveyard Bean check. And then we have Kokiri Sword question mark in Windmill. Alright. I mean, if you're good enough at mashing, even these full checks, well, we call them full checks, by the way. NPC checks and freestanding items we call full checks because it calls you a fool. But anyway, you can get a quarter and a heart and a quarter, or even as low as 1 heart if you have a good enough mash. Unfortunately, we're not quite there. But to make up for that, we do have a lot of experience running this challenge and the previous Frosty challenge. So we have that going for us. Alright, there's 4. Alright, do I play a song here? Let's see. Nighttime. Might. Oh, if I check Valley, I'd have to bonk into a crate, but I have a heart and a half anyway, so I might as well. Because that would actually be 2 checks that I can see, and we might luck out one of them's a piece of heart. That being said, you could also make the argument that it would be wiser to go for chest checks as adult. Kind of a toss-up here. But if we have time of day, we might actually be able to get a Skulltula on that bridge too. Going into Gerudo Valley. Yes, it's hard because like you could play it one of 2 ways. You could like do everything possible to keep yourself alive at the beginning, or you could just take a bunch of risks and see what happens and go through tons of seeds. Like they're both viable. But say like you get a hook shot right away or you get bombs right away, then you'd want to try a little bit harder to hang on to those seeds. But like right here, we only have a boomerang, so logically I really shouldn't try that hard for this seed. Or at least not till you get 4 hearts. But since we have such an interesting green color scheme going on, I think I'm going to hang on to it for a little longer. Dang it. Did not get time of day in our favor here. I don't really want to stick around for the Skulltula. Oh, you voted live. Okay. That's okay. I have actually been trying on this seed. You would know if I gave up. Alright, so that was intentional. Intentional damage there. So if that was a heart piece, we'd be fine. We're hoping the waterfall heart piece will exist though. So we have Alleged Frore's Wind, Gerudo Valley Crate. Yeah, if you can just get to 4 heart pieces in the early game, like you have a chance. Hey, Songs, welcome on in. Oh, you got family over? The bow? That's such bait. Does unlock quite a bit, though. Yeah, so far the seed wants us dead for sure. Lon's way the hero. But we can't do anything there anyway. DMC, I can't really do anything either. Those are my only two way the hero hints so far, but I didn't really check too many gossip stones yet. I might as well just swim into Hylia here. Yeah, so right now we're strictly... Unfortunately, I took a risk on, you know, those two checks. I was hoping one of them would be a heart piece. They were not. So right now, the only safe plays that we can do are pieces of heart that we can see. And I think it ran out of those for child. So we're probably going to have to go adult soon. But for the time being, we're just collecting some hints. Although if we... What I forgot to do is check what medallion I started with, which was my bad. Okay. I was going to say, if we started with Forest Medallion, then she could just kill us before we even have a chance to get adult. Or to become adult. That's not right. Got a new tracker here, so I'm still kind of figuring out how to use it. Alright, let's check the other two lake hints. Actually, might as well grab the skull. Yeah, we have strength 1 for 20 skulls, so that's why we're grabbing skulls. It's 5. Alright, so now we have to think about Adult Link and all the Sphere Zero checks that he can get, that he can see. Some may require tricks too. Ice Trap found inside the Temple of Time. Great. Alright, so Sheik's probably out to get us. And I have a hard time doing this without a shield. Yeah. Try one more time. Oh, I got it. Okay. I usually shield turn to backwalk here. I mean, there was a chance that that bow was real. There are 2 of them in scarce. So there's a chance it's real. But I do want to showcase what it looks like to actually, like, do everything possible at the beginning of a seed, because I want to show, you know, the people that are, you know, struggling with this, that it's not just dumb luck at the beginning. There are a lot of things you can do to keep yourself alive, and you can do checks in certain orders to make better use of your heart piece heals. And once you get bombs, like, you do need a little luck to get bombs or strength 1. But once you get that, then that part of it continues on. But it's usually up until I get 4 hearts, 4 to 5 hearts, and like a couple pretty good items like hookshot or megaton hammer or bombs. I shouldn't do this yet. That's when I know I have a run going. Alright, I think we're ready to warp. Nothing we can safely do in Market as child. But there are some hints that we didn't get yet. If we're lucky enough, we could get a hint that leads to a heart piece as well. I could try some chest checks as Adult Link, but at half a heart, well, if I don't mash fast enough, we could die. Playing Sun Song in a gray spawns bomb shoes. Okay, I'll write that down. Now they changed how bomb shoes and logic work a little bit. It's a pretty similar concept to what we used to do in Frosty Challenge, but you actually get a bomb shoe bag in this instead, which you guys saw the model earlier. Kokiri Forest Way of the Hero. Well, that must have been my boomerang, right? Yeah, that was in... yeah. That was in Kokiri Sword Check. Is that two right next to each other? Yeah, we're gonna... I said I was gonna try. We're gonna go ahead and get these two. Sometimes if you're lucky, and that's a third one in a row. What is going on? All this Kokiri Forest hints, everything's green. I don't know what's happening. Ah, Gerudo's Fortress Foolish. Still, no luck for heart pieces. Pretty tough stone locations, actually. I'm writing them all down, because I believe maybe the adult timeline will be a little bit nicer to us. Surely things will change for the better 7 years from now. Alright, as you can see there, we need 3 spiritual stones to access Ganon's castle and 6 medallions to get Ganon's boss key. So every Frigid challenge is going to be an all dungeons seed. Alright, as far as checks that we can see, dangerous, but Dampe's Grave is technically one. Also dangerous, Top of House and Lake Hylia is technically another one. Also dangerous, but Zora's River's got a couple, but I unfortunately only know the trick to get one of them. Otherwise, we do have some easy ones in Kakariko here. Back of Impa's house would be a real easy one to check. So either way, I think we'll head to Kakariko first. Unfortunately, we already checked Windmill that had alleged Kokiri Sword. Why are we almost dead? Because we were playing Frigid Challenge on Normal ZOOTR, and in Normal ZOOTR, the early game is the hardest part. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's hard. The early game is harder than it is in Ship of Arcanian. Although the later game is easier because you're dealing with quad damage from enemies instead of octuple damage. And because I wanted as many people as possible to attempt the Frigid Challenge, I decided to make it... Dang it! I decided to make it runnable in both Normal ZOOTR and Ship of Arcanian. But because the ice traps work differently in both as far as how much damage they deal, I had to do a little bit of balancing. But there's advantages and disadvantages to both versions. Another bow, so one of these has got to be fake at this point. Impa's house. Poor Link. Oh, we are so dead. But we're gonna try to stay positive. It's alright. Dampe's got our back. Totally gonna bail us out. Otherwise, you could check Zora's River as well. It's close. Ooh. Should make it. Yeah, it's not easy to do that, because not only do I have to not hit the fire, but I can't bonk into any wall. Ah, Dampe, why? Oh, I just want to YOLO here, but I'm not going to. Cloud click believe. I gotta keep going. Dampe's grave. Hover, boots, and need to check chest. Well, we get... The good news is that we get like a slight heal here. Since we can't actually escape here, we can save quit. Reset. And then we have to bonk down to 1 heart. So we actually heal half a heart here. I actually forgot about that. No, we're so close to like... we're so close to like doing this the legit way. Like, I want to showcase it. And I should have done Zora's River first anyway. Well, maybe not. Actually, maybe I should do... Oh, I can't do Castle, never mind. That's right, 3 spiritual stones. Are there any chest checks? I don't think there are. Oh, don't bonk into that. That would have been funny, though. So we still have Zora's River to check. And then... unless there's another one, the only other one I can think of is Top of House, which is pretty much a death sentence. Where am I going? Yeah, that's basically top of lake without any projectiles. I might as well just YOLO at that point. I actually don't know what's safer. Hello, Beninsha. How are you today? This seed wants us dead. We are playing the Frigid challenge on Normal ZOOTR for the first time, though. I figured it's a good time to showcase the differences between the two different modes you can play in. So Normal ZOOTR, you're going to see a very difficult early game and a easier late game. But getting to said late game is currently an issue. Dude, you put a shield up there? Come on, man. I think it's just... am I in danger right now? Nope. I know, and it... we have all these awesome green colors, too. And it's just like, nope. Just accept it. Are there any chest checks I haven't... I don't think there are. And I don't think I can get 20 skulls. Not without a bottle. I think with Normal ZOOTR's early game being this difficult, I might, for the next one, save the first prediction until I get to 4 hearts. That way I can just kind of, like, throw away certain seeds if I don't think that they're worth going for. Like this one, I just got the boomerang at the beginning. It's honestly not worth trying to save. I just wanted to showcase, like, the different things you can try to do to try to hold on to a seed. Actually, I can't get to the top of the house. What am I talking about? I can't even get up there. I don't know why I thought that was Fear Zero in my brain. Open Grotto is technically a chest check. We could survive that. Otherwise, if you guys want to come up with a check, we should YOLO. Can let me know. But Open Grotto, we should actually, since it's a chest check, we'll take less damage. So this one's actually pretty safe. But yeah, which check should I YOLO? Should it be a blind check, or should it be one of the items that we saw? Market is foolish. Like, this could be a heart piece right here, and then turn everything around. Spoken into existence. Well, now I'm gonna write down that foolish hint. We just need one more heart piece. We're up to 4 hearts. Still being 42 minutes into the sea and have, like, nothing done. Isn't a great feeling either. Alright, so. Options. We could keep getting our Sphere Zero checks, but there is a chance that the first thing it wants us to do is get 20 skulls, which is what I'm worried about. So far we've seen 2 alleged bows, 1 alleged hover boots, alleged Kokiri sword, windmill. I think the Kokiri sword might be our best bet for survival here. Because if we start YOLOing checks, like, we're more likely to get ice traps versus more hearts. And if we get Kokiri's sword, we can do Deku Tree. We just have to make sure to, if we do buy the shield for Deku Tree, we have to burn it. Big Post teasing me for not having the bow yet. And if this Kokiri sword is real, like, this is all of a sudden a seed that I want to hold on to. Alright. Can't really do anything about this Poe right now. Okay. I don't know. I mean, we're not doing our traditional rando run because a lot of rando runs like speed versus anything else. Our rando runs are anything but normal. Alright, who believes in this Kokiri sword? I don't, at all. But maybe somebody out there does. Maybe it's gonna be okay. Hopefully, if you're on YouTube, you're not at the end of the video right now. Okay. Let's see what this is. Okay. We might be able to check another full check. Alright, Guru. Actually, you know what? Before him, I actually forgot a chest check. But we'll do man on roof and then... No, let's do... There's a lot of just different ways I could do this. I guess it doesn't really matter. If I mash fast enough, I should be able to survive man on roof. If you try to just freeze me. Oh wow, he gave me the actual lens. Thanks? It wasn't an ice trap. Is that Final Frogs? Yeah, Final Frogs is ice trap. Alright, we got a perfect mash. Our first one of the night. Let's go. Let's see. Final Frogs is dead. Curious Sword is a bust. Alright, now we'll check Guru. I guess technically Dompe has a chest check too. And then we could check to see if those hover boots are real. And then I could get up to 2 hearts too if I complete the Dompe race, but odds are I'll get some ice in at the end of it. The Dompe race, yeah, that's what I don't like. When you commit to a roll, and then he just shoves fire in your face. Or taking any blind turns is pretty much a death sentence. Well, that happened. Alright, so now we're gonna have to check the chest first, but it doesn't really matter because we're not gonna make it in time anyway. You just have Rupee, right? Yeah. Alright, so we're back up to 1 heart. Roll into this fireball. That we did. Alright, so we're literally out of plays. We have to YOLO something. Alright, who are we gonna trust? What do we check? We check Guru. Maybe Anju if it's daytime? We need somebody to bail us out. Well, I hope you guys at least saw how bad this seed was, yet how many opportunities it did have to become better. So as you can see, there is little luck involved at the beginning, but there are a lot of strategies that you can do to kind of make your own luck at the beginning too. And of course, if you match well, you won't die.
You are dead.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. It's our new seed.
Why are you so bad? Why can't you get good? You are dead. You are dead. What were you thinking? Have fun starting over again.
Sorry, Cloud. I tried. I really tried.
You are dead. You are dead. Can't believe you died there. Why are you so bad? Why can't you get good? You are dead. You are dead. What were you thinking? Have fun starting over again.